This is already the most interesting thing I might have ever done. Uh, okay, so today we have our first submission from a friend of the channel named Alex. Great name, Alex. And he has sent me two projects. One of them is called 113, or 113 is a magic number. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Alex has sent me a project, and this is what I've asked all my subscribers to do. And you have to be a subscriber in order to take part in this. But basically, I'm asking you to send me your projects. It could be anything. It could be a full song. It could be a clip. It could be a bass line, a drum pattern, a synth, a vocal. It doesn't matter to me. If you send it over, I'll do what I do to it and just mess around with it, and I'll make a video of me doing it. And you can remain anonymous if you like, or not. It's up to you. And if you want, I will plug your SoundCloud or social media links on here to get you a little more views and follows. And I'll basically just come in here and play around with some stuff. And you know, we'll collab, we'll have fun together, and I can send you the project back afterwards if you like. And so today Alex has sent me this song, and it's pretty interesting. So let's get into it. I'll start off by playing the song, and then and then we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do to it yet. It's a pretty cool song, but we'll get there. We'll see what happens. All right, okay, let's start the show. Okay, so let's have a listen. Wow, dude, that was awesome. I, you know what it makes me feel like? I First of all, what is that one sound? I love that one sound. Is it this? Or was it this? Yeah, this. I freaking love this sound. I don't know what it is. Can I have this sound? Would you be offended? Can I keep this sound? Comment, Alex. Let me know in the comments below. If you don't want me to, that's totally fine. It's your creation or wherever you got it. That's totally cool, man. Just let me know. Like, I'll try to make my own if that's the case, and I won't be offended at all. I totally understand, but I'm just saying, I love that sound. I I can't get enough of that. Listen. Like the pattern and everything is just, it's great. You know what this song makes me think about? You ever have like a super rough night, and it maybe you like went to a party or something, and it was like one of the greatest nights of your life, but also something devastating happened, like you lost your girlfriend or whatever, and like the next day you're just sitting like out by the pool in a lawn chair, you're far from home, and you're thinking about how both about how great the night was and also how terrible it was, and you're just like having a smoke or something, you're just thinking about this. That's what this song makes me feel like. It's like that conflict between happy and sad, that's competing for the limelight in your own brain. That's, I don't know, that's a terrible description, but that's just my take on it. um I like this a lot. You know what I want to do is throw some guitar on there. Do you mind, Alex, if I throw a little guitar on there? Well, you didn't say no, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna stop yapping and toss a little guitar on there for you. Oh my God, look how fast I'm going. Look at that. Like, who can play? Oh, I'm just kidding. It's fast forwarding. So you're gonna notice in it, like, probably 2 seconds here, that I did a lot more than just play guitar. Oh my God, look at that. That's dizzying. Imagine you can work that fast. It'd be awesome. So essentially, that's me trying to pan out the first bit so it goes from left to right. And this is me just getting rid of all the crap that I recorded in there that wasn't so nice. It looks like, oh, that's past. Never mind. Okay. Oh yeah, it's like filtering. What is that? Probably the clap sound. That's, yeah. All right. Adding sub bass. Those notes will change. I know that from experience. And yeah, so we've obviously in the last like 30 seconds have moved well beyond recording guitar. So excuse my lie on that front. And look at this. Look at that. That is efficiency. This is what I imagine like the inside of a beehive to be like, right? Like 6 trillion bees are working at this pace inside their own little bitwigs, right? Oh, look at that. This is the tedious, this worst part. Look how, that's how long it took me sped up. You just got to sit there and poke around little freaking onsets until, it's the worst. And I realized actually when I was recording guitar that my sample rate was set at 512, and then I was like, right? Because when you set it like that and then you record guitar, it's delayed by a whole shitload. And so you have to go in after and fix it all up by going to onsets, selecting the appropriate onsets, put it in stretch mode, put it onto the grid. It's a nightmare. In the end, I should have just recorded guitar, and I know that. And it happens like every time. Every time I do that, I'm like, I'll fix it a little bit. No, that's stupid. Oh, I created a dummy sidechain. Did the classic old, put a snare every, quarter note, muted it, put the volume down, made it gray, threw it up top, called it dummy SC or dummy sidechain, and now I don't even remember at this point what I actually used that as a key input for. Oh, here we go. I'm just coloring tracks now. Exciting stuff. I'm coloring tracks and renaming. I noticed you put reverb, like an independent reverb on each track, which is fine. A lot of people do it that way. I'm wondering if there is like a like what made you do that, like do it that way instead of say putting a reverb on an effects track and then sending a bunch of tracks to the reverb. There's not much of a difference on older, like other DAWs like Pro Tools, for example. If you have a heavy weighted reverb like the Abbey Road plates or something, you would want to use one reverb instead of a bunch, just to keep your CPU low. Also, you would do it just to put a bunch of instruments in the exact same space, right? Like if you have drums, you want them in a single drum room, so you put all your drums into the one reverb. So comment below, let me know what your decision was behind that one. Did you like my narration? I knowing myself, I'm willing to bet that future Alex went back and sped up the video and then narrated over it, if I know myself correctly, which is, I guess, actually past Alex to you guys, future Alex to me. Whoa. So let's just look at what I did here. And to be honest, Alex, there's no need for me to do anything to it. I thought it was a dope track. I loved it. You can tell that I fell in love with this one sound. Where is it? I named it something cool. Oh yeah, I called it pop/dopest ever. See that? And I love that, man. That's sick. And like there was no need for me to do anything really. I know my intention was to just record guitar, and then it just turned into a whole thing, and I ended up just going with it. And so on this track, like you probably saw me, I record a whole bunch of guitar, but this is all I salvaged from it, and that's what happens, I would say 9 out of 10 times. And then it's just a little guitar clip with an extra delay throw. And now that I'm thinking about it, I actually should have just put this the delay 2 on an effects track, and then just automated the send. And damn it, why didn't I do that? What did I do? I did a whole bunch of stupid things. Anyway, so I mean, that's whatever. Like that's, just whatever. Flawed decision making on my part. Oh yeah, you'll notice that I like colored everything and just named it all differently. And I hope, Alex, that you're not taking offense to that. It's just like my OCD, okay? From work, it's just drilled into my brain that when you work in digital audio workstation, I could have called them DAWs. When you work in DAWs, you just like you just are like fetishly meticulous with naming and colors and stuff like that. Because if you open this track in 2 years from now, you'll immediately know what's what and stuff like that. But that's just like, it's my OCD. It's not on you. It has nothing to do with what you should or should not have done. This is strictly Alex Vaan OCD style that compelled me to go and colored things like the dummy sidechain. There's like there's like this compulsion in me that has to both mute it and turn it down and color it white. And there's no need for any of that. I could have left it at 0 and just muted it, left it whatever color it was, called it dummy sidechain, but I can't. I can't do that. So anyway, so what did I do? Doobie-doop. I don't think I touched these guys at all because they're dope. And now that I've colored them, I wish that I had left them your colors, because it was like it was cool. They were just cool colors, and yeah, they were just neat. They were like almost German flag colors, or like, no, not German flag. They were like almost Rastafari colors, and that was sick. And I don't know why I changed it. The perks, I didn't do anything to those. The drums, I just reinforced your kick drum, I think, a little bit here, just to bring it like a peak, and just threw an extra snare somewhere. Somewhere there's a snare that I add, or a clap or something. Yeah, the E clap right there, just in the last quarter of the song. Just for shits and giggles, nothing more than to just do it, right? Because yeah, I had to do more than add guitar, So anyway, I did that, and I attempted to move your volume fader automations over to the tool automations. By that I mean, and like this is your call. Everybody does something different. You can just throw a tool on there, and I will often click the amplitude, go down here, and what's it called? Automate that instead of the channel fader, just because, and this is again personal preference. When you go into the mix screen here, you have control of these without like accidentally turning them off, or having to go into touch or latch or whatever mode and change them like that. But again, that's personal preference, my personal preference, and that's not on you. I attempted to do that, and I thought, oh, why would I do that? Let's just leave it alone. And I colored them all red because they're fire. Your drums are fire, and so I made them red. Pads. Didn't touch the pads, I don't think. No, I did not. Yeah, we talked about guitars. I added some sub bass, and I went through the notes a couple times and changed them because that always happens every time. I'll record sub bass and then I'll do something else and come back and listen, and I don't know what it is, but I end up changing like the second half like every time. It's like I can never nail the second half of my sub bass lines, and I don't even think I nailed it now, and it wasn't necessary, but I put them on there. And I think it sounds cool, and I think I panned those. Yeah, panned it left, right, because these are basically the same instruments, and then this is right down the center because it's literally just a sine wave. And so and that's I believe all I did. Oh, one thing, let me see. Am I sending anything to this reverb? No. Strange, very strange. I thought I sent the drums to this reverb. Let's see. Or the delay. Yeah, I absolutely sent the drums to this delay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to poke these up a little bit. And I'm just going to go with it right there. Because I definitely automated. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. I know what I was trying to do. I was trying to hype this bit of the song by adding a little delay on the drums, which makes, like, subdivides the beat a little, you know what I mean? And that's basically it. And for whatever reason, I did nothing to the reverb, but it's there. Oh, I think it's because I intended to remove reverb on your tracks and put them all into the same space. But then I thought, no, he's probably got a reason why he's doing that. And I wanted to respect that. It's just an OCD thing to always put reverb on effects tracks and then send tracks to the reverb. And I don't really know why I do that. I think it's just maybe it's me being like a dinosaur, old school not thought process, where because I know a lot of guys, they'll put like 20 reverbs on their tracks, and to me I always put the different types of reverbs that I want on effects tracks, right? Plate, spring, whatever kind of reverb, and then I send tracks to the same reverb so it sounds like the instruments are all in the same room together. But it's just frankly it's me not changing the way I do things, and so I thought I would respect that and just leave it alone. Okay, before I let you listen to the track, one last final thing, and I'll use the track, I'll play out the video using that, and just if you want to get a hold of Alex, and I think you should go here and click like, go to the Bitterproof, facebook.com/bitterproof, okay, BITTERPROOF, and click like, and then you can message him. You can get into some of the stuff that he's working on here, and looks like he's got a whole ton of tracks kicking in here, and so we'll check some of that out and be supportive of the guy, okay? And yeah, make a community. It's a sense of community is important when you look at the world and realize that it's also damn virtual now, and everybody's got their own soapbox. It's important, I think, to have a sense of community. And so Alex was all over this. The second I put out the video that said send me your projects, he's like, oh, I got like 12. No, he didn't say that. He said, here's 2 projects. Feel free to do whatever you want with them, and I hope you're not bored, is what he said to me. Bored? Are you kidding? Man, I love this. This is great. This is fantastic. We're going to get into Alex's second project, but first I got a couple other projects to get into. First, make sure everybody gets a little love from Alex Vaan, who is me. And yeah, okay, I'm going to stop talking. Let's play out the video with the song. All right. Ciao.